And then we have LA Knight versus The Miz. And this one I'm a little stuck on too, honestly.
Interesting.
Because
Elaborate.
I mean, I want LA Knight to win. And I feel like it makes the most sense for LA Knight to win, but I don't believe that that's necessarily how WWE would see things. Because I can see The Miz getting help to beat LA Knight. I can see them trying to prolong this feud to be further than Payback. So then that makes sense for them to have The Miz win. But because it is a cross show feud, they might want to end it. And so it's like, okay, no, LA Knight wins, you know. But I feel like it's also kind of lame to just end it there. And then it's like, okay, we're done. Like, there's no more Miz and LA Knight. LA Knight's moving on, and the Miz is going to go back to being off TV for a month, you know? Like, that just feels kind of lame. So it's like my gut says LA Knight, but it's still kind of like I'm almost like 80-20. Like, there's still a 20% chance that the Miz might actually do something to get the win.
The only way I see the Miz winning would be an interference by somebody. But then again, so I mean, Richard mentioned here in the comments, I mean, his prediction being LA Knight wins, but should be a one and done. And I agree because what else is there to tell between these two? Like
I
what
think
other what
I
what
think
we
it's
need to
more about for me of like, okay, what does LA Knight do next, you know?
oh
So
yeah
that's where I'm just like, okay. But I agree. I mean, this was a random feud to begin with. So if it does randomly end, then, you know, it's not typically what I like, obviously. But I think it makes sense in this situation because it was just a spur of the moment, or we're supposed to believe it was like a spur of the moment type of feud anyway. So,
yeah
um, yeah, I think I'm just more curious about like what does LA Knight do after this, because this is supposed to be like a big win for him if he wins. Because it is the Miz, who's a two-time Grand Slam champion, so it is like a notch on his belt, you know.
oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm more curious about what he does afterwards. So
I don't know either. I really don't know, and that's why this match really it intrigues me because
yeah,
like because I could see this match stealing the show, low key, like this being the match of the night, and then what do you
yeah,
do
and
from
I
there?
and I think the thing about that is too is like what I've said before, where these are one guy who's obviously solidified is probably going to be a Hall of Famer in the Miz, and then you have LA Knight who wants to take advantage of the push that he's getting right now and how over he is, so that gives him more motivation to put on one hell of a match, you know? And so I think the combination with that, plus the Miz is not on TV weekly. So I feel like he still tries to do like some of his best work like every time he's in the ring, because it's like, okay, well, I have more of a part-time schedule now, but I don't want people to forget like how good I actually am, you know? So
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually steal the show either. Like I I think it's a tough card to try and steal the show because of some of the
It is.
matches. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it
know. This
is.
is another
But
one where I don't have an answer, I guess.